Asheville is amazing. But in 2026, if you are not ready for these 5 things, you are going to hate living here. And no, I am not talking about the traffic, and I am not talking about weather. I'm talking about the stuff that hits your wallet after you buy. This is 5 things in 2026 Buyer's Edition. Most people only look at purchase price when they are thinking about moving to Asheville. But what they don't think about are things like building costs and land issues and insurance and taxes, all those day-to-day mountain expenses, the fun stuff, right? And of course, none of this is bad. I just want you to know what to expect going in. So I'm going to walk you through the 5 most real things that buyers are running into in 2026. And for each one, I'm going to show you a smart workaround. And the first one always catches people off guard. Asheville is a place people choose on purpose. The food, the music, the outdoor access, the neighborhood variety all shape daily life, right? And that lifestyle does affect housing costs in certain areas. And going into 2026, it's really, really important to understand the pricing here isn't just about the city as a whole. It's really different and varies a lot by street, by timing, by city limits, by micro location. And the context isn't always obvious from just looking at the listings alone. What often matters is the background knowledge and the affordability knowledge and the real value that shows up when you actually get in there. Some homes make sense because of how they're positioned and how they'll age and the area around them and how that area is evolving, not because they're the lowest price available. And many buyers end up happiest by not chasing always the lower end of the deal, but choosing a home that they actually want to live in and maybe want to live in for a long time, because inventory and demand here shifts quite quickly. Having a realistic sense of what's moving and what's lingering and how that can change going forward and the plans and everything is really, really important. And that's something that we can help you with, is determining this area by area. What this does, this planning, it creates more flexibility and fewer rushed decisions, which gives you a little bit more empowerment when you're coming to really decide on something big like this. Asheville becomes an incredibly fun place to live in, and that planning piece is everything. One of the biggest planning gaps that we see when buyers start thinking about building is really big. I mean, it's not something that you want to skip. And Evelyn, I feel like Evelyn's the expert and she needs to take you through that.
Well, let me tell you, I am learning a lot about that right now because I am in the process of building myself. What I can tell you is it would be great if you had a flexible budget. People come here and think the land is cheap. You know what I say? The cheaper, the steeper. Remember, we're not on flat ground.
No.
And that's going to come into play into the building and the foundation cost, which you don't know until you start. You don't know what's under there. You don't know what you're going to hit. And so that's why I say it's good to have a flexible budget for spending. You may talk to developers, you may talk to your lender and see how much you can afford. Typically what they do here, Beth, is they tack another 20% on for these unexpected costs.
Ooh.
Yeah, the builder will tack it on. The lender will definitely want to see that buffer.
That buffer, yeah, that makes sense.
It is different because you're going to do grading, you're going to have excavation, you're going to have driveways. Are they steep? Are they not? And
alternative septic systems too.
Wells.
Wells.
You don't know how deep the well is going to go until you start. So there's a lot of unknowns. So if you're building on a budget, Asheville may not be the place for you.
Well, and that's one thing to consider is to really compare costs between buying and building. Most of the time people come in there and they think, oh, it's going to be cheaper and more efficient for us to just build what we want than try to find it. And when they get into the nitty gritty, they are biting their cheek going, oh my God, this was not what I expected.
Yeah.
It would have been so much easier just to buy.
And I would say with our prices right now, it is a good time for buyers to evaluate that. And I personally think if you're weighing those two things, that buying a move-in ready home may be the best option for you right now.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
One of the biggest advantages buyers have here in Asheville is understanding the difference between living in the city limits versus just outside of them. And in many cases, it is just one street. You would never even know, and it still would have an Asheville address. And you're like, what? And it makes a huge difference when we're thinking about taxes and utilities and insurance and even short-term rental restrictions and available services, all that jazz, just one street away. So 2 homes can look nearly identical and can have very different long-term ownership costs based really on where it falls on the map. So that's something that buyers don't necessarily always realize when they are looking at different homes in different areas. And these boundaries can create a real strategy. Some buyers prioritize walkability, city services, and proximity to the core of Asheville because that's where all the fun is, right? Others really prioritize lower taxes and fewer restrictions. They want to stay wild. Comparing options is a really smart thing to do, especially when you're thinking about long-term goals and lifestyle and what you want. There's neighborhood dynamics. There's not just the listing price that makes a big difference. And this is where the strongest buying decisions tend to happen. Hello, living in Asheville. You're thinking about moving to Asheville? That's amazing. That's exactly what we do. Oh, you already knew that? Okay. Well, I'm so glad you called. Let's get going. One thing that buyers notice pretty quickly in Asheville is that homes here aren't really about perfection, they're about character. I had a client last year that was moving from a newer market, and really they came to town and they were so focused on finding something perfect without any kind of quirks. And as we started touring homes together, they quickly realized this house is great, but it's a little different. And what started to shift for them is that they realized the whole point of being in Asheville is something a little bit different. Homes in Asheville are often designed with creativity in mind. There are interesting layouts, there are rustic materials and natural materials, there are artistic details everywhere. No two homes are really the same. And a lot of the spaces really feel intentional and well thought out. They're not mass produced. And you really have to search for a cookie cutter neighborhood. Now, there are some out there, you can find them, but they're not everywhere around Asheville. And that's a big part of why people fall in love with this area, too. Most buyers who end up leaning into this end up loving their homes and staying there for years and years because they didn't try to force Asheville into being something that it's just not. So these clients ended up finding a home that really matched their lifestyle that they came for. In fact, let's pop into a home now and show you what I'm talking about.
I love this house.
This is so Asheville. This is so Kenilworth, really, you know?
Yeah, it's very storybook. I feel like this is a very storybook house in Kenilworth. A lot of the houses here in Kenilworth are storybook worthy.
Yeah.
None of them look the same. They're all very different. And they're appointed differently. They're facing different directions. Their yards are different sizes. It's a wonderful neighborhood for walking around.
It's a whole vibe, y'all. Let's check out this vibe inside. Let's do it. How cute this front porch. Oh. Cool.
Yeah.
This is a little different.
Yes.
Quote unquote.
So 1928.
Yes. This is where you get the charm, 1928, y'all.
It's very charming. I love these French doors right here. From the dining room into the living room.
And there's a whole map of this area. Fontainebleau.
Fontainebleau.
Wow.
Lake Kenilworth.
Lake Kenilworth is down here. The whole map of Kenilworth. That's
nice to see. It's fun to see.
It is fun to see. Oh, look at this living room.
Yeah, it's very quaint. Very cute.
Wow. I totally love all this. Look at this couch, too. What is this, velvet?
Nice and cozy. But there's a lot of light. There's another door to the front porch. These windows, all the windows in here are original.
Yeah. You talk about charm. That just adds a charm. Look at this mantle.
This is not original.
This is not original. Oh, my goodness. But it was so smart to kind of tie it in and make it look really cool. You got a wood stove there.
Yeah, good condition too. I mean, what they really did was they kept the vintage charm of this house and then added some nice modern updates that continue and keep the character.
This feels like a home. This feels like a really place where you could just relax. Even when we're thinking about the colors that they've incorporated, there's a lot of natural touches. Look at this kitchen. I love these countertops. What is this?
Yeah, I was questioning that too. What's a little ladybug?
Oh, ladybug. Good luck. Good luck, y'all.
That means this is a good house.
This is a good house. I love the cabinets, the natural woodwork, the natural colors. This feels very Tuscan.
Yes. So we're about 800 square feet on this level and then 800 square feet up.
Okay.
So we're about 1,600 square feet, and yes, very, very Tuscan-esque, I should say.
It is
Probably
very
the
Tuscan-esque.
wood.
And there's a special little feature outside. Should we show it now or later?
Sure, let's do it. We're
You
back
want to do it
here.
right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
How cute. My favorite thing. Look at this. They even have the flooring, I can't get my hair wet.
they did a
I
nice
might get the
job.
frizzle if I get my hair wet.
we're
Look at they got
good.
a hot tub back here, tiny little deck. They got plenty of parking all the way around.
Yeah.
This is kind of private.
So they
back here.
created some privacy here. It's small. Like this lot is very small, it's very tight, it's very vertical.
Okay.
Right?
How small is it?
I think it's like 0.13. It's not
Okay,
even worth
it's tiny.
mentioning. It's small.
It's
There's
a-
parking behind back here, but you're on like a ravine, you're on a slope.
And they have a little mini fire pit and a place to store a kayak down there.
So really making use of every little space.
Smart.
Beth. In morning coffee.
Oh,
Are you getting sentimental on me?
I'm getting sentimental. We could live here together, Evelyn.
Yeah.
You know?
Without our kids.
Without, yeah. Look at this. Now you talk about children, girlfriend. I love this.
Oh, can you imagine having this open and maybe a cardinal comes and perches right here and sings you a morning song, Beth?
Oh my goodness. You are talking about the things of my dreams. I love it. Now there's 3 bedrooms up here.
And
Look
a
at this.
full bathroom. So the only full bathroom in the house is up here.
Okay, there's a half bath down.
Half bath is
This is
downstairs.
really a large bedroom for a 1928 house.
Well, it's a large bedroom. It does not have a large closet.
No, nobody's gonna have a large closet here. You can supplement with a wardrobe, which is what they did.
Which is what they did. 1928. Here we are. Great.
I love
4
the way
windows.
they decorate. Now they live here, so I'm not gonna open up their wardrobe.
No.
Okay, let's check it out. What's in here? Another baby blue bedroom. I love this blue sky color, and they have Adam Strange paintings everywhere, all over the upstairs.
Really feeling that.
Adam is a local artist, and he is phenomenal. He's done work all over this town. So look up Adam Strange. He's trippy, he's fun, he's amazing. I love this little nook right here with the secretary. And look, okay, so and now we have the full bath with the shower with the river rock down below.
Look, it's cute.
Oh, is that original?
I mean, it's been cleaned. I mean, it might be original,
a cleaned up original,
but it's definitely in good condition.
So
and then
cool.
this is the thing: they added these modern updates, but they kept it tasteful to keep the character of a 1928 story.
People are intentional here when they're thinking about their renovations,
Yes.
as they should be. Yep, plaster walls. This is somebody's bedroom.
Original windows.
Yep.
And this one looks out into this ravine that's back here. It's really nice.
Oh, that is nice.
Baby glass. Yeah.
It's kind of like being in a tree house, but not. Look, more Adam Strange. That's so cool. Whoop, a little drum action. Is that how you do it? Is that really how you do that? So normally we don't venture down into basements, but I just did a peek down here and I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
There's so many different things. Oh, there's a furnace back there. It's igniting. That's kind of fun. And Evelyn was pointing out what? This is...
Well, this must have been where like the old boiler room was, or maybe even if it was coal way back in 1928. And this is the room.
This is the room. But like they're chilling out here now. They're doing a little exercising. They got some exposed brick.
I mean, kudos to them for making use of the space.
I know. What else do they have going on? Look at this. They've got a whole drumming area. You go up these little stairs here. And then you have a drum kit. Look at this. Come on, y'all. Who knows? I hope they don't care if I like do a little ditty. Who knows how to do this?
Okay, that's good. It's good. It's good.
Don't fall off that edge.
I know. So it looks like this used to be the garage.
The garage.
It's very high, very tall. This is the upper part of it. This is so fun how they painted some of these bricks.
Oh,
but
yeah.
obviously, one thing to note in these 1928 houses is the character of these bricks and the foundation and how, there's been movement. So that's just something to note that you will maintain. All right. So what do you think?
I think it's adorable, and I love the location. Yeah. The location is phenomenal on 0.19 acres. Now we know. I mean, it's not massive, but it's not.
Yes.
I've seen smaller.
Yeah.
I have seen smaller lots for sure in the city limits, right?
It's true.
So give us the deets on this house. How much is it? What is
so
it?
it's $695,000. It is 1,600 square feet. And we're on city utilities, very walkable neighborhood. I mean, this is a neighborhood where you can walk to coffee, you can walk and see your neighbors and talk and get to know them.
Oh, yeah.
And you're also very close to Asheville. I mean, everything is right down the hill.
It's a historic neighborhood,
Yeah.
really well known, right in the center of Asheville itself. Really close to the hospital, really close to downtown, close to everything. Full of charm and character.
Right.
And-
yeah, I love this. I mean, this is full of character. It does have the modern updates. It has AC. It has central heating.
Yeah.
It has all the things that we like to see, but it was tastefully done to keep the character.
I love it. One thing that surprises a lot of buyers in Asheville is how much timing affects the experience. Get it right, y'all. It's not just about price and options and leverage. It's about how the whole process works together. This isn't just a market where it looks the same every single week. Seasons matter here in a real way, and what usually works best is understanding that rhythm. And there are a few times a year where inventory quietly improves. It's top secret. And there are times when the competition eases up. And there are moments when the best opportunities don't just look obvious online, but you kind of have to be here and in the know to know what makes sense and pay a lot of attention. There are so many things that you want to consider when you are thinking about moving to Asheville in 2026. I'm glad we got to help you along that journey. If you want to learn more about Western North Carolina and Asheville, check out this playlist right there. Until then, ciao for now.